Welcome to this audiobook summary of The Art of Laziness. Overcome procrastination and improve your productivity. Let me ask you something. Have you ever sat down to work on something important, only to get distracted by your phone, a snack, or even the urge to clean your desk? Procrastination gets the best of us. This book is here to change that. It's not about working 24/7 or burning yourself out. It's about working smarter, focusing on what truly matters, and overcoming the mental hurdles that hold us back. If you're tired of spinning your wheels and ready to start making real progress, this summary is for you. The book is divided into two main parts. The first focuses on your mindset, and the second gives you practical tips and techniques to put that mindset into action. Together, these insights create a toolkit for taking control of your time, energy, and goals. So why should you listen? Because life is short and time is precious. Every moment you spend procrastinating is a moment you can never get back. Let's dive in. The author starts with a hard truth. If you're not happy with where you are in life, it's up to you to change it. Think about it this way: your life is like a car. If it's stuck in the mud, you can sit there blaming the weather, the road, or even the car itself, but none of that will get you out. The only way forward is to take the wheel and start figuring out how to get moving again. This is what taking 100% responsibility looks like. Yes, life throws obstacles at us, but we always have a choice in how we respond. Blaming others might feel good in the moment, but it doesn't solve anything. The author emphasizes that when you take ownership of your actions, you take back your power to change your circumstances. Next, the book tackles one of the biggest barriers to growth: the comfort zone. Imagine you're a bird in a nest. The nest is warm and safe, but you'll never learn to fly unless you step out of it. That's your comfort zone. It feels good to stay there, but nothing meaningful happens until you leave it. Growth requires discomfort. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a new project, or facing a challenge you've been avoiding, the magic happens outside your comfort zone. It's scary, yes, but it's also where you'll find the most rewarding experiences. Now let's talk about working on the right things. Picture this: you're climbing a ladder, putting in all your effort, sweating and straining, only to realize it's leaning against the wrong wall. That's what it feels like when you spend your time on tasks that don't matter. The author encourages us to focus on meaningful work that aligns with our passions and goals. This isn't about being busy for the sake of it, it's about being intentional. Ask yourself, is this task moving me closer to the life I want? Or is it just filling time? One of the most relatable parts of the book is its take on perfectionism. Have you ever spent so much time trying to make something perfect that you ended up not finishing it at all? Perfectionism is like trying to polish a car that hasn't even been built yet. The author reminds us that done is better than perfect. Progress, not perfection, is what moves you forward. So, the next time you're tempted to delay a project because it's not just right, remember that even the most successful people started with something far from perfect. Speaking of success, the book has a powerful message about avoiding mediocrity. Mediocrity is like being in a lukewarm pool. It's comfortable, but it doesn't invigorate you. The author challenges us to strive for greatness, even when it's hard. Think of athletes like Michael Jordan or Serena Williams. They didn't achieve greatness by settling for good enough. They put in the work, even when it was tough. You don't have to be a superstar athlete, but you do have to push yourself beyond what feels easy. The book also debunks the myth of multitasking. Imagine trying to ride two bicycles at the same time. It's not going to end well. Multitasking divides your focus and makes it harder to do anything well. The author suggests focusing on one task at a time, giving it your full attention. By doing this, you'll not only finish faster but also produce better results. It's about quality over quantity. This idea ties into the importance of routines. Think of your daily routine as the foundation of a house. If it's shaky or inconsistent, the whole structure suffers. A solid routine helps you stay consistent and eliminates decision fatigue. For example, if you set aside the same time each day for exercise or deep work, it becomes a habit, and you no longer have to think about when or how to do it. It just happens. One of the most practical lessons in the book is learning to say no. Imagine your time as a jar, and every task or commitment is a rock. If you fill the jar with small, unimportant rocks, There's no room for the big, important ones. Saying yes to everything means you're crowding out the things that truly matter. The author encourages us to protect our time by politely declining tasks and commitments that don't align with our goals. Now, let's tackle one of the biggest traps. Waiting for the perfect time. Picture this: you're standing at the edge of a pool, waiting for the water to warm up. Spoiler alert, it won't. The best time to jump in is now. The same goes for your goals. Whether it's starting a fitness routine, writing a book, or launching a business, there will never be a perfect moment. Start small, start messy, but start. As we move into part 2 of the book, the focus shifts to actionable techniques. One of the most powerful is the 80-20 rule. Imagine you're a gardener and 20% of your plants are producing 80% of the fruit. Wouldn't it make sense to focus your energy on those plants? The same principle applies to your work. Identify the tasks that have the biggest impact and prioritize them. This ensures you're working smarter, not harder. Another game-changing concept is Parkinson's law, which states that work expands to fill the time available. If you've ever been in school and finished an assignment the night before it was due, you've experienced this firsthand. By setting tight deadlines, you force yourself to focus and get things done faster. It's a simple but effective way to beat procrastination. The book also introduces Japanese concepts like ikigai, which is about finding your purpose by aligning what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. Another idea, Kaizen, encourages small, daily improvements. Imagine trying to climb a mountain. You wouldn't do it in one giant leap, but step by step. These small, consistent efforts add up over time. If you struggle with getting started, the 5-minute rule is a lifesaver. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Often, the hardest part is beginning, and once you start, momentum takes over. Similarly, the 2-day rule ensures you never skip a habit for more than 2 consecutive days. It's a simple way to stay consistent without overwhelming yourself. The Pomodoro Technique is another practical tool. Imagine breaking your workday into sprints instead of marathons. Work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and repeat. This method keeps your energy and focus high while preventing burnout. The author also recommends daily reflection, especially before bed. Taking 10 minutes to review your day and plan for tomorrow creates clarity and helps you stay on track. Ultimately, the book's message is clear. Productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. By shifting your mindset, adopting better habits, and using practical techniques, you can overcome procrastination and create a life you're proud of. Imagine looking back a year from now and seeing how far you've come, all because you decided to take action today. Thank you for listening to this audiobook summary of The Art of Laziness. If you found value in this summary, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more insightful book summaries. Remember, the best time to take action is now. Your future self will thank you. Until next time, stay productive, stay inspired, and go make things happen.